Welcome back to Let's Play Dead Space Remake. We were going to engineering to activate the control console for get the engines back online.
Yes.
Yeah.
That total yeah, so we can get the engines going because last time bad things happened when we got here.
That's how I should start every episode because it's always going to be true. Last time, bad things happened.
Yeah.
Yep.
Some bad things happened and now we have to go fix some stuff.
Chief Engineer Jacob Temple reporting. Christ, still can't believe the chief is gone. It's all fallen apart since the captain died. Everyone down here is on their last nerve. We thought the rioting was the worst of it. Until those things came through the vents. Their faces. Fuck, those were my lunch buddies, Liz's friends, old boyfriends. And out of nowhere, the engines are screwed. Primary's laboring, we're hemorrhaging fuel. Fuck if I know why. I'm taking Danvers to the fuel depot to fix it. Gotta keep the team focused on track. Temple out.
Oh, we had a fun thing before the LP started where I was like ready to hop into the game, and then it forced me to update. So we had a couple minutes of delay there where I was like, oh yeah, video games.
Modern gaming.
Modern gaming.
Video games.
I play games so infrequently these days that it's like, I swear every time I turn on my PlayStation, it has to update.
Yeah. Same here. I was playing it pretty consistently for a while because I replayed Final Fantasy VII Remake, and then I played Crisis Core, and then I turned it off for a while, and then when I turned it back online, it's like, oh, you got updates.
In the control room. Any news on the engines?
Yeah, but it makes no sense. They're out of fuel. The centrifuge is offline. We're tethered to a 4 trillion ton payload. Without the engines, it's dragging us down to the planet.
Can you handle it alone?
Sure, fix the centrifuge, get the fuel running, then do a full restart. But you'll need to stabilize our orbit from there.
Standing by. Fast as you can, Isaac.
Okay.
Okay.
We go this way.
Wee.
So this by default gets the award of the fastest turnaround between game release and Let's Play, right?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. We don't usually do things
Not even
this
pretty sure. I'm just like, yeah, no, we haven't done that.
There has to be the fastest turnaround. As far as when it goes up, I don't know if that's true, but as far as recording goes, it's been barely a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
New weapon, the Ripper. We know the Ripper. Saw blades. They spin.
Yeah, the saw blades.
It was one of our favorites besides Plasma Cutter in the original LP. I don't care for it. I do not like it.
It's true. The upload date might offset things a little bit.
Even that, I don't do it.
Maybe not too much though, because I don't have like right now I don't have too many things on hand to break up the Halo games with, so this will probably just go in there.
Even then, I mean,
we don't usually play new things, so even if it goes up, you know.
There's usually like at least a couple of years between something comes out and we do something.
Yeah.
And as far as it goes, this is like, I think this is the first PS5 game we've done. I think we might have done stuff on the PS5, but this is the PS5 game. So.
Yeah.
Was Junior Engineer David Swenson. The subject was dismembered after falling into machinery, allowing. God, so sorry. Some postmortem spasms.
You hope.
The chest contains a yellow bile seen in other specimens. Seen this bile react to dead or bioprosthetic cells. The dead tissue is absorbed, recombined, then reanimated. The vial shares genetic markers with human DNA and a growth on the walls. It's all connected to the marker from Aegis 7, but how? Dr. Kine studied the marker. Dr. Kine has vanished. Unless he's with the survivors on the mining deck. You'll rest easy now, David. I promise. End log.
Alright, well. Sure. She's out there doing stuff.
Yeah.
We have an upgrade part to drop off here. Yeah, alright. Cool. Okay. Master override required. Well, not doing that. Bathrooms. Always check the bathroom.
Always.
Ooh. Toilet ammo.
Yeah, I mean...
That's loud.
I'm sure that's fine.
We need help down in engineering. Danvers, get those wires up. Tell him to shut out. I don't want to. I don't want to. Christ, Henderson, your teeth. He's pulling his teeth out. Just hold it. Where the fuck is security? Oh, God. He's dead. No, he's alive, but he hit that sink pretty hard. His own teeth. Chief, what the hell is happening? I don't know. Cancel security request. Henderson needs the medical bay. And a shrink.
Wow. That's fun.
What if I don't want to make us whole?
I don't remember asking your opinion. Now do it.
Yeah, basically.
Marker's just like, but what if you did, Tiki?
What if you did? I mean...
Come on, that worked!
Warning. Fuel reserves depleted. Main engines offline.
Okay.
All we need is some spaceship fuel. It's fine.
Refueling sequence activated. Additional fuel.
Oh.
Engine restart.
No. I don't think I will. Thank you. And then there should be something up here. I don't remember what. Oh, it's a door. A door to before. Ooh. You don't need that right now. But it's there.
We'll be back later for door stuff.
Door stuff. Yep.
Yeah. And we're waiting. Do 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 do.
Elevator music.
It's one of those really cool moments if you're just on your own soaking in the atmosphere, but like it's not as cool for a Let's Play.
I've also seen this twice now. This is my third time seeing this, so like the unfortunate thing about moments like this is they work like the first time you see them or if you haven't seen them in a while. This is the only video game I played in the last month. Besides LP stuff, this is really all I played. Don't spit at me, bitch. No. No.
I consider using a band-aid? Nah, there we go.
Oh, we're fine.
Oh, yeah.
Last valve done, Chief. Progress report filed by Jacob Temple. The engine problems aren't a malfunction. Someone shut off the fuel lines to the primary engine and damaged the valves to hell and back. We just wasted an hour fixing them. Now we need to restart the south refueling station, but some jackass turned off the power and locked up the circuit breaker. No engines? We're gonna hit planetfall soon. What now? There's gotta be someone around here how to spare access card. Go. Wait, you hear that? Never go!
Booga booga.
Booga booga booga.
I'd prefer if you didn't do that. You. So use the Ripper a little bit, because I don't really intend to use it for very long. Oh yeah, I can go. Okay, thank you. Let me grab the money. There we go.
Yeah. Always good to have some money.
Isaac. Hammond.
Daniels?
Thank God. After the bridge, we saw the...
Glad to disappoint. I barricaded myself in the computer core. I can hear them, but I don't think they know I'm here. Isaac, I've tracked down your rig. You're an engineer, right? I'll get myself admin privileges. Maybe I can help.
That'd be nice. Alright, so what we got is we got to turn on the refuel station. You turn off life support if we're dumb, or we can turn off lights. I prefer to breathe.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't need to see a flashlight. I do ever require oxygen, and I don't want to keep running back to that. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a flashlight, it's fine.
yeah.
What's spookier, the darkness or literally suffocating?
The ultimate speed run. Turn off the life support.
Game's over. Life support's off. Can't make anything whole if we can't breathe.
Refueling sequence activated.
What the fuck? Ah!
Baby.
I mean, technically, he turned off life support. Everyone suffocates. The ship crashes into the planet. I mean, he did just kind of save the galaxy.
Assuming we take Dead Space 3 as canon, I don't think it makes much of a difference.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, specifically, we take Awakening as canon.
Well, maybe it makes some difference considering Isaac ended up being the one who, like, screwed everything up at the end of 3, so if he just bit it here.
Well, if we follow some degree of, like, chain of events, so Isaac dies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Isaac dies. EarthGov was already coming here to get the marker anyways. We happened to fuck that up over the course of Dead Space 1, when the other ship that comes to get us tried to come to get us, gets hit with the escape pod, and then Necromorphs hit that ship. So eventually EarthGov would come back for the marker anyways, which is what they did for the Sprawl and Dead Space 2. So Dead Space 2 would have happened, except Isaac would have been there to blow up the man-made marker, so...
But
what that means.
but my thinking here is.
Also, by the logic of the
end.
ending of 3, like, it doesn't matter if Isaac dies, because it's just gonna reanimate him to do its bidding anyway.
Yeah. But the ship without the engines, the engineer man in the log said, if we don't get our engines fixed, we're going to crash into the planet.
That's correct.
Okay. Wouldn't think re-entering atmosphere, burning up, crashing should be enough to destroy the marker?
So, in theory, yes. However, it is worth noting, canonically, that shards of the marker are not inert and undangerous. So, so be it. Moreover, it doesn't really matter if the marker is destroyed or not, because by the logic of the end of the game, it is destroyed. We need a planet that's crumbling. The marker in Dead Space 2 is man-made. That's the whole thing going on in Dead Space 2, is they're using these smart guys like the Strauss, the guy who gets the needle, who stabs Ellie, and Isaac, to use the marker influence in their brain to make another marker, which Isaac then explodes, or whatever, however you want to take it. And then an entirely unrelated turn of events, they find a planet with another marker on it.
So, yeah.
Atlantis is, by all logic, still out there somewhere, and it might not happen in Ellie's lifetime, or Carver's lifetime, or any of the other guys, but you can find it eventually, right?
I mean, yeah, probably.
In short, it means Isaac did nothing.
Yeah. In the end, yeah. Isaac really, good job, buddy, but in the end of the day, what did you actually do?
I'm sure if there was Dead Space 4, that there would have been he saves humanity barely or something, but yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
We don't live in that reality.
I mean, that would have been a hell of a way to explain it after the way the DLC of 3 ended. How?
I feel like the only way Isaac wins after the ending of the 3 DLC is if it's some Neo in the Matrix shit. He gets absorbed into one of the freaking moons, and then he blows up all the moons by being merged with them from within.
I will be fair. Only was basically then realizing, we're not going to make another one of these, are we? Alright, let's just fuck everything up on the way out of the door.
I mean, yeah, and granted, fair. If I'm going just burn everything down on the way out.
If I got EA'd, I'd probably do that.
Oh, yeah, I mean...
Actually, the DLC for 3, thinking about it, it doesn't even match up with the post-credit stinger of the base game.
Can you explain a little bit? I don't really remember the stinger very well.
I'm not remembering the exact words, but I mean, he wakes up and... I thought, he wakes up and, he tried... does he, mention Ellie or something? Or what?
I remember he was getting, he's alive and he says Ellie's name or something like that.
Whereas the DLC is he wakes up and does not mention her, because instead he's weirded out by, I'm in my room. Wait, this isn't my room.
I'm tripping balls. What the fuck?
I'm tripping balls. First of all, how am I alive? Second of all, wait, I shouldn't be home.
Look, Dead Space 3 is a thing, alright?
It's a small discrepancy, but it's just enough to be yeah, this isn't where they planned to take it when they first made that post-credit stinger.
Anyway, looking at it is, ultimately, I'm not sure how different the series is on a grand scale. The individual level, he makes vast differences to individuals' lives. But
the difference he made in the series comes down a lot to whether or not the DLC was a thing that was actually supposed to happen. Because if we just kind of assume that's not what they would have done if they didn't get EA'd, then it might have been something very different. But it's that DLC that really puts it in the realm of yeah, he didn't really accomplish anything.
Hey, I mean, it's he he didn't really do anything directly to unitology as a whole. Like, he made little impacts. Like, he let what's her name in 2 get killed, or didn't let her, but she gets killed and stuff. But like, I don't remember the bad guy's name in 3, but the unitologist guy. There's no reason he couldn't have done the same thing anyways. Regardless of what I think didn't want to do. Is my thought on that, my thought process. Like,
yeah, but they wouldn't have like probably destroyed the markers in 2 and 3 without Isaac.
No, Isaac definitely did stuff. Like, it wasn't completely worthless, but it was also like, wow, counts. We don't even know what the man-made marker would have actually done in the grand scheme of things. So, more absences. It's not just sneaking off to religious exemptions or whatever. We're seeing serious gaps in the rotation. People going on sick with sleep deprivation, self-inflicted injuries are disappearing. They go off shift and they don't come back. Someone said the ship's been attacked. Bullshit. We're at the ass end of nowhere. We'd come all this way to attack a mining ship, and yeah, the captain's dead, but Carmack says one of the bridge staff killed him. Swear to God, room is in this deck out of control. Update, lost contact with the bridge. No rig link, no security hardline, nothing. Okay, this is beyond rumors. Fuck this, I'm getting out while I still can. Hell yeah. You get it, Hollow?
Yeah.
Theoretically, like, what the markers actually do kind of gets contradicted between games. So it's like, they want us to make us whole, but then the man-made one kind of does it, and it wants you to use something else. It doesn't really want the detail, and then...
I thought the man-made one was the one that was saying, like, make us whole.
Yeah.
Like,
well, no, because make us whole is in this game, too.
Yeah. I mean,
it's really nebulous.
Well, like, maybe, yeah, like, the man-made marker definitely seems to screw everything up. But then again, yeah, we're messing with something we don't really understand.
I mean, they're always still saying make us whole, and it's just, we never really see what convergence does. It's nebulous it's never explained what that's supposed to do until 3 until, like, you see 3.
Yeah. So it... maybe Isaac delayed things, maybe he didn't.
Yeah,
it's kind of hard to tell.
In the grand scheme, it's like, yeah, Isaac.
I would have just assumed that the man-made marker in 2 would have done the same thing that the marker in 3 does when it gets unfroze.
Yeah, I mean, it's not out of the question, but it is like,
yeah,
because they interact. It definitely spawns Necromorphs still.
Yeah. But like, would it have interacted with the other markers in whatever Unity, Hive Mind?
Ostensibly, we don't really know what the Brethren Moon even think about. Like, do they have thoughts on, like, oh, these fucking termites made a marker? Or would they just be like, oh, wow, they made a marker, doors open, let's go, boys. So I don't mean to say that everything Isaac does is meaningless, because I don't really think that's accurate. I just think a lot of Isaac's real victories on a small scale, and the grand scheme of things, given the way the series rolled out, that was probably inevitable. Those moons are going to roll up eventually.
Yeah.
One way or another.
Yeah. Fine, I'll just do it myself.
Which, by the way, those moons are still, like, the dumbest conclusion they could have taken with the make us whole thing.
That is horrid. That is, I don't even know. It really makes you wonder, like, why did the moons make us whole? What does that mean? The moons, you know?
It's all the small necromorphs merging into one entity.
Into one moon, yeah.
Yeah. Merge all the individual planets or all the life into their own moon, then merge the moons into one mega moon.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think you have that turn of events.
And then I guess just travel to another galaxy and start the process again.
They're Reapers.
Yes, they are the Reapers. Yeah.
Convergence was better as a nebulous thing.
I agree. I think explaining it explicitly is like not a good idea.
Yeah, explaining this was bad, but think about that's the logical conclusion. You absorb all sentient life, or like all life in general, into mass moons, then, well, I guess we just go find more life, leave the galaxy.
Mass moons, a mass effect, you could say.
Yes.
Next thing you just hear the fucking moons assume direct control, and it's all over. Tai, Xiong, you there? What's keeping them? Centrifuge is still offline and running out of time. No rig link contacts since they left, Chief. They're gone, aren't they? We armed them with everything we had. It's not word if there was trouble. What, did they fall down a hole? Blank. There's a full tectonic load hanging off our ass. Tectonic, excuse me. What if we turn off the gravity tethers, drop the load, buy ourselves time? I try, unless I rip out half the ship's wiring. It takes some CEC board members that override to drop all that ore. Can't risk dumping off to shareholders without the centrifuge to balance the ship. We're talking planetfall in hours, if we're that lucky. Wah wah.
So, it will allow ass, but not pissing?
Mm-hmm.
But no, within the context, the most logical thing with that would be can't risk pissing off the shareholders. I mean, you know, because granted, the major accident was assuming dropping F-bombs, and I don't think someone is going to go and fuck up the shareholders just to drop some ores, so...
Hey man, maybe.
Maybe, I mean, granted, let's go fuck up the shareholders, I mean, probably not a bad idea, but...
Crew of the Ishimura says eat the rich.
I mean...
Where'd that box go? There it is. I want what's in there. Money, let's go. Oxygen tank, I don't want that. Boom! I hear you. Who? Where? Where you at? Show yourself, coward. Show yourself, coward. What? Alright. Sure.
I don't think he cares if you think he's a coward.
That's what makes him such a little bitch, I don't know. Am I going? Oh,
He
yeah.
doesn't really care about explosions.
No, he really didn't.
Yeah.
He's not weak to explosions.
No, he's not weak to explosions.
My inventory's too full. I didn't even slow it down. Of course, we could potentially come to find out that the remake follows a different plot line in the grand scheme of things. Like, maybe they followed up with some other story or something. I don't know.
Maybe
yeah, they could very much do that.
Yeah, maybe 3 is made by people that like don't believe horror doesn't sell. Because
Well, it wasn't made by people who believed that, but it was made by people who had to act under those orders.
It was published by people who believe that.
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe like hopefully people have learned, hey, horror does in fact sell.
Well, the problem isn't even explicitly like, to a technical degree, horror doesn't sell like a Battlefield or a Call of Duty. The problem is that they funnel that kind of budget into a horror game, and then we get like, well, let's put this to sell 7 million copies, and it's like, dude, this isn't top at 2 million in its lifetime.
Yeah.
Not a bad number, but you know, maybe they'll funnel $14 million in it.
Yeah, but just, yeah.
I don't know what the budget of this game even is, so.
Centrifuge activated. Re-establishing balance with...
This part.
Yeah, this part. Like, Resident Evil 6 had that problem too. They put a lot of money into it, and they wanted to sell absurdly well, and it's like, people like Resident Evil, but it's not like... It's probably
This isn't Call of Duty.
It is the most mainstream horror series there is, probably. And it still isn't like... You know, it's not as ubiquitous like Mario. You know, it's not.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
A number of companies do stuff like that, not even just with horror games too. Like I've heard Square get a lot of flack for doing that, but I think also
shit.
like Sega and Capcom have done similar things too.
I think every major company has done that at some point.
Yeah.
Ironically, I don't even know if that's of all the things I can get mad at Konami about. I haven't heard any reports of that being the case with the games they make. Like, I'm sure they put money into it, but you know, like a lot of the problems with the newer Silent Hill games are all like they just weren't good.
Looks like the
That being said, I could be wrong.
All that's left is restarting the engines, right? Ready when you are.
Yeah, that is an annoying thing to hear. Like, oh, this game didn't succeed on a business level because like it even like sold well, but it just didn't sell well enough because of the stupid amounts of money they put into it.
We considered this game a failure because it isn't the most successful piece of media in human history, basically.
I'm gonna die again. Ah, oxygen. Move.
For a different reason, almost.
Oxygen.
Oxygen, precious, precious oxygen. Going up.
Do want to point out that with all my comments, I don't really know the internals of the development process for any of these games I've mentioned. I just know what I've seen, like, reported. So I could be wrong. I just remember hearing like Capcom had absurd sales figures for like Resident Evil 6, and I remember hearing that about EA with Dead Space 3. Oh, hello. I never noticed it, but that tentacle has a face on it, like inside the graspy hand. It's hard to see unless it's outside of the cutscene where it's actively grabbing you, but.
Yeah, it's our friend, the PTSD-inducing tentacle.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. By the way, I think that actually takes ammo now. I don't think it did in the original, so that's fun.
Oh.
It makes sense.
It does.
Yeah, it does, which... Fair, but that could also be, oh no... I guess you die slowly now because you're out of ammo.
I mean, it's a survival horror. It's your fault if you have like no ammo by that point.
I think it's that. I think it's that way to intentionally make it so you have less ammo going forward. Because I think they put that at a point where it's like, oh, you're probably gonna have ammo.
Yeah.
Now, They could also be a thing where it's like, if you have ammo, then make it cost ammo, and if you don't, it doesn't. Like the final boss of Silent Hill 2, I believe? 1 or 2? One of them. If you don't have ammo for your guns, you just don't have to worry about it and can continue to shoot your guns. Because the final bosses are, like, not ground-based. So, yeah.
What game did I think I heard one of the bosses in one of the early Resident Evil games also did a thing like that, where like it just has more health if you have more ammo on you.
I don't know. Ironically, you'd think I would, because I live and breathe that series, but I really don't know offhand. You know what game doesn't do that? Go wrong.
Oh gosh.
I don't want that gun in my inventory. Keep that out of there. Yeah. Manually ignite the engines. Where am I going? Okay. Going this way.
Entering zero gravity.
Hey, Hammond. I cracked the secure files. DZ was here for more than the mining clan, huh? This outbreak started in the colony. Active miners dug up some artifacts. Something alien.
That's impossible.
But it would explain why Aegis 7 is meant to be off limits, right? Earth gust orders. When the miners found the artifact, they reported hallucinations, paranoia, suicide. But the Ishimura was Marker on board anyway. But that was the plan.
Okay, back up. Where's this marker now?
In cargo. All packaged up for delivery.
Exiting zero gravity.
Yep. Yeah, this series really did make a mistake by trying to actually explain things, huh?
Yeah, they really did. Sometimes it just works better and is scarier just not knowing.
Rest in peace, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got the flamethrower. Surprise! Another weapon that's actually upgraded to be fairly usable in this game.
Oh.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
Engineering log. My last log. Temple reporting. I can't raise anyone on Riglink. I think my team is gone. I found the kinesis nodule that someone used to bust the centrifuge. Burned out. Who would sabotage the Ishimura at a time like this? I'll report to the bridge, if anyone's left. And then I'm finding Elizabeth and getting us the hell off this ship.
Ah, fuck it. God damn it. That's the flamethrower it's supposed to be for. Hey, man. Why do those things let you live? No, he had full health. Huh.
No.
Emphasis on had.
Yeah, had full health. Then he, and then he realized he didn't, and,
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah.
Ah. Good. Thank you. No! No, wait. Why are we playing scary music? You killed it already. Stop that.
They think this whole room is deserving of the scary music.
It is kind of gross. To be fair. I'm in. No! 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 These things! I did it!
I remember those things killing you a few times.
Oh, you fucking... Son of a bitch. Yeah, they're not fun. They've never been fun. They're not fun here, they're not fun in the original.
Oh yeah, just...
Warning. Planet fall imminent. Correct immediately.
Oh, this room. Yay. Not me.
Warning. Engine power failure. Replace power cell to begin ignition sequence.
Okay. That didn't go too bad. I just gotta cry a little bit. I think the situation's a bit's crying. In general.
Yeah.
In fact, if I were Isaac, I'd be crying a little bit more.
Replace power cell to begin ignition.
Just on principle, really. I think Isaac deserves the opportunity to cry a little bit.
Yeah. Especially at a time like this.
Please stand by.
I would like this. Where they at? Ah, not you. Maybe you. You the one?
You know, we were...
Okay.
For some reason, that made me think about, like, the start of Dead Space 3, and I was kind of just remembering more about the plot and the character dynamic stuff, and it was just suddenly like, wow, you know, we spent a lot of time talking about the way it, like, it ruined the, like, bigger things in regards to, like, the Make Us Whole thing and the Necromorphs and the ending. Mm-hmm. But that game is really just a train wreck start to finish.
Oh yeah, no, it's
Yeah, it is.
not a good time. Not
like if they keep going with the plot, they really need to not redo 3.
yeah. Like they just deserve. That's why I was kind of hoping, like, maybe they just do like their own plot line, their own trilogy. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, but back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Start over. You know, do your own thing. We had that original trilogy. It can speak for itself. The unfortunate things it ends up having to say. Maybe just do your own thing with it.
Yeah.
I mean, they did really good stuff in 2, though.
Yeah. And 2 exists still.
Yeah.
It's like, maybe just, you know, just like...
Have 1, 2, and redo 3. Yeah.
It's just like, you know, 1, 2, 3, remake, and then a new idea for a sequel or something.
Warning. Engine power failure. Replace power cell.
I didn't want to do that. Well, shit. No, it worked out. Alright. No. It didn't work out.
I was wrong.
Yeah, no. 3 doesn't really do a whole lot worth its time. Worth my time. Worth time. in general. I'm really trying to think back, like, highlights of that game, and all the good things I can think of come from Awakened, and then Awakened ends. And you're like, oh.
Yeah, like...
There's the one moment between the two characters, like, Good Men Mean Well, they don't always...
Yeah, Carver and Isaac are talking near the end. It's like, wow. Why is that in this game?
Yeah.
The game also has this weird thing where Isaac's kind of like kind of big in that game for some reason. I mean, I get the idea they're going for, but they don't really play it off very well.
Everyone is in that game.
Everyone is kind of a dick in that game, it's true. Like, wow. Everyone here sucks. I mean, Isaac was never a character who was written to be like a beacon of positivity and niceness, but he also wasn't like such a massive douchebag at all times. I could have also obviously done without some weird schoolyard romance bullshit. I didn't really need that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like, there are stories that can use that element, I think. Yeah, it depends on your characters, and when two of your characters are grown men and they're almost 50s, I feel like it just gets a little weird.
I mean, yeah, that whole thing, plus just the whole, even just the way that game starts, from like where the relationship was to each other in 2, and then how they go into 3. Like, if they wanted them to not be together in 3, they could have just not had them be together. They could have just been like, oh, they're just friends. But it's just like, no, they hooked up off screen and broke up off screen. Why?
It's like, they're the perfectly platonic read of like the Dead Space 2 character dynamics. It can go either way. Yeah. But there is a way to read that. And then Dead Space 2 is like, they hooked up and then broke up and we're gonna make them get back together. It's like, why? 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 Why are we doing this? This is unnecessary.
Warning. Engine power failure. Replace power cell to begin ignition sequence.
Which, I've got no problems with those two characters being, like, together and shipped together. It's just, that was a really weird way to do that.
Really awkward to be like, yeah, they're a couple anyways, they broke up. What? I honestly, I feel like they had a really cool way to, like, play up the mystery of the game a little bit. Like, maybe you play as Elliot first, and then, you know, something dramatic happens, and it cuts away to Isaac, and you're like, oh, damn! And then they're just like, no, she's missing. Okay. Cool.
Just kidding, she's right here.
Yeah, it's okay. You find her in 3 chapters. And then she proceeds to do basically nothing for the rest of this game. Very cool, thank you.
Warning. Engine power failure. Replace power cell to begin ignition sequence.
She was a really competent character.
Yeah, she really does kind of go from a character who was like, stands on her own to one who just kind of exists for plot reasons, huh?
By 3, she literally exists just to, like, push Isaac forward, and it's really it's a little uncomfortable in hindsight, to be honest. But, yeah, okay. Remember when she was, like, killing necromorphs and, you know, telling us to eat shit?
Yeah. Like, she could have remember how she was a main character in her own right, and Dead Space 3 could have been her game? But it's
not even strictly like that'd be cool, but it's also just like, hey man, what's going on? It's also like, even the context of her being like a supporting character to the story of 3, they don't write her well. it's not really in line with the way she behaves in 2 at all, where she's like really more main character material in traditional sense than Isaac is in a lot of ways, but also like just like
I remember thinking about like the way she's portrayed in 2, and then we see the person she's with in 3, and it's like
that doesn't make sense at all.
She puts up with this? She just puts up with this guy, really?
Stuff she just would not stand for at all.
So yeah, bad game.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Honestly,
here is good game.
Worse the more I think about it, to be honest.
Yep.
Did I get everything in here? Okay.
You can tell I really did like. I started getting really invested by like 2, and then like I was really I guess invested in just how bad 3 was, to the point where all you had to do was like mention Isaac, like the idea of like Isaac being sad and crying, and I just thought about like the depression he has at the start of 3 and how everything plays out from that, and just how upset all the writing in that game makes me.
Yeah. This weird retread. It's like, I don't know. I still think 2 just capstones Isaac really well, so I don't know why we had to do more Isaac.
Moving again.
No thanks to whoever sabotaged the fuck out of these engines.
You brought us to figure it out.
And if you want to explore him being depressed and like still having to deal with stuff after what happened in 2, that's another reasonable place to take things, but they didn't handle it well.
No, they didn't. Yeah, it's like 3 is one of those like odd, like grappling with everything after that. That sounds good. Yeah, that could have been an interesting story. And then like even on paper, the whole the unitologist here, like doing their whole like thing. I mean, that could have been an interesting thing, but then suddenly, in a push of a button, they wipe out all of EarthGov, and it's like, oh, I mean, I knew this group was influential, but I didn't think it was, the Illuminati. And yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. The whole thing where they go from like a cult to just like literal terrorists.
Yeah. The cult to just literal terrorists that cripple the entire government. They blow up EarthGov. Like, oh, this escalated a lot.
So a minute ago there, that was a live call from Nicole. It said, did that happen in the original game?
I don't think so. I think you only see her in like the mining deck on the Aegis 7. I don't believe you hear from her much before or beyond that. For, reasons.
Reasons, yeah.
Reasons.
We are going to, I don't know why I came back to that save point, we're going to start recording after this too, but we're going to wrap this episode up, so. Thank you for watching us complain about Dead Space 3 for the most part.
Yeah.
And next time we'll be really cool.
Not do that.
Yeah, not do that. We'll see the rework a minigame. How about that?
Sounds good, but I make no promises about not complaining about Dead Space 3 more.
Okay, I'll promise on his behalf.